What it do, Tao Clan? It's your boy Torn from taophysique, back getting another video, guys. So today, guys, we ain't going nowhere. We're gonna be chilling in the crib, man, just having some good old great conversation. And today I'm gonna be talking about a topic that a lot of you guys have been requesting me to cover, and that is if calories in versus calories out still matters while you're doing intermittent fasting or doing keto. Now, this topic, I feel like there's a big misconception and a big misunderstanding about this, so I'm gonna do my best to clear this thing up. And guys, if there's anything in this video that I say that's very thought-provoking or is very insightful, please share this video with your friends, because I feel like a lot of people could benefit from things that I'm about to say today. So without further ado, if you guys are ready, let's begin the video. Alright guys, before we get into the video, so for those of you that have been following my progress, today was a new low weigh-in, man. Your boy hit 187.6 pounds. Yeah, buddy! So that means I'm only about 2.6 pounds away from reaching my goal of 185 pounds, man. Woo! So that way we can move on to other things other than fat loss on this channel. Even though for some reason it seems like a lot of you guys do find that kind of content useful. So let's get right into this video. So alright guys, so this is big argument online that's going on forever about calories in, calories out. A lot of people say that calories in versus calories out don't matter, and that hormones are actually what matter now. It has been made very popular recently by this doctor called Dr. Fung. He's a very big proponent on intermittent fasting and doing keto as well. Now, if you guys are watching this channel, you know that I love intermittent fasting. I am big on that stuff, man. I've been doing it for years, but I am not crazy enough to say that intermittent fasting is the only way for you to lose weight. All it does is that it makes it easier for you to put the right things in place for you to be able to lose weight effectively. Intermittent fasting is a tool, it is not magic. And also, I have experience with keto as well, because years ago, before I even started this channel, I did keto, and keto was one of the very first diets I did to get myself in shape. And yes guys, keto does work, but it also is not magic. I'm going to explain why people lose weight while do intermittent fasting and why people lose weight while they do keto. So first, let's talk about intermittent fasting, but I think it'll be easier for me to show you guys this visually. Alright guys, so we're gonna switch to the whiteboard. Hopefully you guys can read my horrible handwriting. So guys, if you guys are not familiar with intermittent fasting is pretty much just a style of eating where you alternate periods of fasting with periods of eating, right? So in the fitness community, there are a few common ways of doing this. So the first one that's very popular is we have the 16-hour fast and the 8-hour feeding window. Then we also have the 20-hour fast and the 4-hour feeding window, also known as the warrior diet. Then we also have 1 meal a day, where all you do is eat 1 meal. This is pretty much 23 hours. And then 1 hour of eating. And then last, we have eat, stop, eat, where you fast for 24 hours, 1 to 2 times per week. So those are the main ways of doing intermittent fasting in the fitness community. So a lot of people will say that the way intermittent fasting works is that it helps you with your hormones, and then it helps you with insulin and all that other nonsense. No, that is not true. This is why it works, right? So this is the entire day right here. People that don't do any kind of intermittent fasting, they'll usually fast for 12 hours and then they'll eat for 12 hours. That's just like a typical day. So this is how most people eat when they don't do any kind of intermittent fasting, right? So think about how much food you can fit into this little portion right here, guys. Now, when you're doing like something like the 16 to 8-hour fast, it will look more like this. Then when you do the 20-hour fast and the 4-hour feeding window, it will look more like this. Then guys, when you do the 1 meal a day, which is pretty much extreme, it will look something like this. Oh my god, I am a horrible artist. So think about this, man. If you're doing 1 meal a day or any kind of other kind of intermittent fasting, you have such a small window to fit all your food. So what that means is during this period, you have to find a way to shove down a lot of calories. Now, this can be very difficult for most because think about it, you only have such a limited time to shove down so many calories down your throat. So because of this, what's going to end up happening is you end up eating less calories as a result. So really, it is not magic, guys. All intermittent fasting does is it helps you to eat less calories without putting any more thought into your diet, because all you do is you reduce your meal frequency and you reduce the amount of time that you actually have to eat, and by essence you end up eating less calories. So guys, in the simplest way I could explain it, that is why intermittent fasting is very good for fat loss, because it makes it easier for you to eat less. Now, there are some people that for some reason they are able to mess this up, that even with a smaller eating window, they're able to go to town, man, and pound down a lot of calories. They think that because they have such a small window, because they're read up on intermittent fasting, they think it's magic, they can eat anything and then they'll still lose weight. No, guys. If you end up eating 5,000 calories in 1 hour, you're still gonna get fat. It's gonna happen, man. Just because you're fasting for 23 hours doesn't mean that you're now immune to the calories in, calories out equation. Then up comes up keto, right? Keto is great for fat loss because it can help you moderate your hunger and your appetite. But some people now claim that keto does a lot more than it really does. They say that it is magic, that with doing keto, you also don't need to count calories and you can still lose weight. In fact, I have seen some pretty absurd claims about keto, that people saying that they eat 7,000, 8,000 calories a day on keto and they still lose weight. And all I have to say to that is bullshit, man. That is nonsense. Get the hell out of here, man. Who you kidding? Like seriously, there is no way in hell that you're eating 7,000, 8,000 calories a day and still losing weight. If that is true, please put it on video for me. Show me. All these claims are coming from people that talk about antidotes. You don't want to listen to that because it really doesn't really hold much weight, because it has been shown that people tend to really underestimate how many calories they consume a day. So for example, someone that's doing keto that doesn't even know how to count calories, how the hell do they know what 7,000, 8,000 calories look like? Because they're eating butter and they're eating bacon and all this stuff, they think they're eating a lot, but really they're actually eating less than they were before. Now let me show you guys again visually why keto works. Back to the whiteboard. Man, I am a horrible artist, so please take it easy on me, okay? So when it comes to any kind of diet, you have the three main macronutrients. You have protein, carbs, fats, right? And then combined, these make up your total caloric intake for the day, right? Now, what happens with keto is when people do on keto, you have to eat about 30 grams of carbs a day, right? And what do you think is gonna happen? Boom, you cut out an entire macronutrient group. So guys, think about this for a second. Before, you used to eat protein, carbs, and fat. Now, all of a sudden, you now eat protein and fats. What happens to your total caloric intake? Ding, ding, ding. You're eating less. That's what you're doing. You're eating less because you took out carbs. Now, an interesting effect of keto, why keto tends to be very successful, is because protein and fats are two of the most satiating macronutrients there are, right? Carbs don't really fill you up that much. What I mean by this is, if you were to eat 100 calories from protein, you will feel more full compared to if you ate 100 calories of carbs. And same thing goes with fats. But the thing with fats is, fats, you don't feel full immediately, but fats make you feel full longer. So when you combine proteins and fats, you tend to get full fast and you get full for a very long period of time. And what this means is, keto helps you. It helps you blunt your hunger. That's really the secret, man. So by reducing your carbs, it can help you blunt your hunger. But the thing is, keto doesn't work for everybody, right? Because keto is very good for people that are very insulin resistant. But if, for example, you're like me and you're not sensitive to carbs and you actually do good with a high carb diet, by you going to keto, you're actually gonna probably feel a lot less and you're probably gonna start burning less calories throughout the day. But in essence, yes, it is true. By eating just protein and fats, you will feel less hungry. And by essence, you end up, boom, eating less, guys. It all comes back to this guy right here, man. So really, keto is not magic. Now, a lot of people will now say that keto helps you reduce your insulin. And this is true. Keto does help you reduce insulin. But here's the thing, guys. Insulin is not the most important hormone when it comes to fat loss. So guys, it is true that when insulin is spiked, it does actually blunt fat oxidation. But there's the thing though, insulin is not spiked all freaking day, guys. When you eat, insulin gets spiked, but then after a certain amount of time, it actually goes down below baseline. This is called the post-absorptive phase. And during the post-absorptive phase, that's actually when fat burning occurs, right? And how deep you go into the post-absorptive stage is a dose response to your caloric intake. So if your first meal was big, it's going to take you a lot longer to get into the post-absorptive stage. And if your first meal was small, it's going to take you a lot less time to get into the post-absorptive stage. So when you say this thing about insulin, it all balances out. It has its peaks and valleys, right? So when you eat, it spikes, and then after you eat for a while, it goes below baseline, and that's actually when you're burning fat. And also, contrary to popular belief, insulin is not the most important hormone when it comes to fat storage. The most important hormone when it comes to fat storage is, listen up guys, ASP, acylation stimulation protein. If you don't believe me, Google this, look it up. This is the most important hormone when it comes to fat storage. And yes, insulin does play a very small part in ASP, but not as big as some of these people will make you believe. And you have to watch out for all those doctors that always tell you that, you know, calories in, calories out doesn't matter. Because here's the thing, man, they always have an agenda. They are trying to sell you something. They're trying to show you this magical solution that is going to help you solve all your problems without counting calories. And they're probably going to tell you to buy their book, go to their seminars, because they want to just fill up their wallet. They don't really care about you. And the thing is, most of those doctors have no idea what the hell they're talking about, man. They know that us, the public, because we see that they are a doctor, that we believe everything they say. But guys, don't believe everything you see on TV, on YouTube, man. Even with me, if there's anything, you should always question everything I am saying, because you never know what kind of agenda anybody's trying to portray on you. Oh my god guys, that was a lot of information, man. I hope you guys are still with me. And oh my god, my battery is about to die. Jesus Christ, I'm the worst. Oh my god guys, I am the worst YouTuber ever. I always forget to charge my camera batteries, but looking for me, I got extras, you know. But anyways guys, I guess I'm just gonna wrap up this video right here, man. So guys, if you guys like this content, man, you know what to do. Go ahead and give it a, you know what, in fact, no, don't give this video a thumbs up. If you guys like this video, share this video with your friends, because I think there's something in there that they can take from this. And guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, man, go ahead and subscribe already, because you know it is cool up in here. And to all my fellas, don't forget who we do it for, guys, the ladies. Peace.